Yesterday, I made an offhanded remark that I was one of the lucky ones whose kids have already gone back to school after winter break, because most people's kids don't go back to school until next week. And a woman came in my DMs and said that it was appalling that I would say that. And what I'm getting at is she thinks it's strange that I don't want to spend more time with my kids. And that's obviously not the case. What is the case is that I'm a working mom. And so for the last 2 weeks, my husband and I have been juggling work and children. 4 children at home while we're also trying to do work, which is incredibly difficult. This time of year is very hard on working parents because there's no childcare, yet still demands from our workplaces. And so, yes, I am one of the lucky ones whose kids have gone back to daycare and back to school, which is now allowing me to do my job that pays the bills for my children so they can do soccer and dance and all the fun things that they want. It paid for their Christmas presents, okay? So, yes, my kids are back in school. I am one of the lucky ones. It is not shameful to need a break from your kids once in a while. It is not shameful to need childcare or time to work. It is not shameful for moms to say that they're happy their kids have gone back to school, because guess what? Kids thrive in routine too, and they need school. You know what else I find so interesting about this narrative is that when women utilize daycare, they are often shamed for it. If they send their kid to daycare, for example, and they have the day off from work and they use that to catch up on errands or to do chores or even just to relax, people shame them for that. How could you possibly not want to spend that time with your kids? Why are you sending them to daycare? Yet, if a woman instead sends the kids to grandma's house, good for you, girl. Good for you, girl. Take that day, rest, relax, do errands. Nobody's shaming her in that instance. We have this negative connotation with childcare. But here's a shocker. Not everybody has family support. Not everybody has a grandma that can watch their kids. Some of us have parents who've passed away. Some of us have parents who live very far away. Some of us have toxic relationships with our parents and can't have them watch our kids. Not everybody has access to family support. So it's so incredibly frustrating to me that we shame women for utilizing any kind of childcare in order to benefit themselves, to rest, to catch up on chores, to do errands, to work. Yet if they were using grandma, totally fine, totally acceptable. We're not going to shame her at all. It is so mind-boggling when we know that most people don't have access to family that can support them in that way. And there is nothing wrong with childcare. There is absolutely nothing wrong with childcare. Most childcare workers are incredibly lovely, kind people who are well equipped to care for our children. And to be honest, my kids love daycare. They love being with their friends. They're excited to go there. And today's pizza day, so they're even more jazzed because it definitely would not be pizza day at home.